Come back up. There you are. Hello.
I did not want to make this video. Now when it comes to making my airsoft videos, I have two general rules that I follow. No clickbait, and no cheater or fighting videos. Today, I'm going to break one of those rules. Now there's no shortage of cheater videos on YouTube. It's not hard to see why the algorithm works and they gather millions of views. But the videos also paint the fields and refs in a bad light. I'm here to tell you the story of someone who we'll call Larry and how we dealt with him as a community.
No, I haven't even really seen anyone.
Dude, there's like 3 of them over here.
You see it from here?
Yeah, there's about 3 of them today. You'll probably get a couple over there.
Now we're only playing with about 20 players today, but it didn't take long for our entire team to pinpoint one single person who wasn't calling any of his hits. This is Larry.
Alright, he fell back a little bit. Let me see if I can get him. We're clear here. Come back up. There you are. Hello. Really, my guy? Alright, I think he's moving up. Right here. Right here on this spool, right in front of us.
Got it.
Okay. Yeah, I got him earlier.
Yeah, I watched like every single one of your videos.
Thanks. It's mostly editing magic.
I love your videos, dude. They're awesome.
Thanks. We got friendlies up right here.
Now in between games, I decided to review the footage, and just as you saw, that was a confirmed hit.
Alright, watch your left when you're coming around there. Watch your left, look left. Look left, towards the hill, towards the hill.
But this is not my first time having someone not call a hit. It's not uncommon that I find someone that either doesn't feel it or doesn't think that someone saw it. I normally just brush it off. It's really not worth making a big deal out of it. This guy was a whole different story.
Push him back!
Okay.
We got koala.
He's not calling that.
Yes! I hit this guy. This guy's not calling his hits. You were walking up and I shot you over the cover. Yes, both calling your bow now. Good play.
I'm already hit!
4 people just shot him.
Yeah, really. Oh, head, head, head!
Just let 2 guys walk on.
One DB, guys! Jesus!
I empty a mag on one guy and he doesn't.
Hey, Johnny.
Good trade.
Hi, John.
Can you move, please?
Thank you. Oh, that flag's in the wrong spot right now for me. What was he wearing? Green? Green?
Oh, yeah, green. Big guy. Not calling his head.
Head over there, let him out.
Which one is it? Which one is it? Is green?
That was the green beanie. Doesn't call it.
Hey, just saying, you take it slow and around.
Hit!
Now by this point, it's time for me to go talk to a ref. By this point, I know I've already hit him multiple times, and he's overshooting dead players.
So I got a tablet. And in between this next game, I'm going to show you the footage of the green beanie.
He's not calling hit?
We've all been having issues with him.
Okay. Okay, cool.
Yeah, him right there.
Which one?
This guy right here. Oh, he ran back. Purple gun. Yeah, this one right here.
Yeah, definitely show us the footage. And then John will make the decision.
All right.
was flying over this pile of branches and I landed.
Oh.
I got shot at least 3 times.
Huh? The guy?
Yeah, they keep shooting me.
Yeah, I know. Some guys are not calling their hits.
Yeah, so Green Beanie is the one that we're having the most issues with. I have footage from last game in this game already of him not taking his hits.
I don't have footage, but I know I hit him.
He was right there and I just...
Yeah, I know. I know.
So after the game, I showed the refs the footage that I had of Larry. They'd already had multiple complaints about him and had been shadowing him for a while. They gave him his final verbal warning and we proceeded on to the next game. The next game is Forest. The Forest map isn't very friendly for snipers, so another sniper and I sit just outside and we pull Overwatch.
We got one over there. Right next there, right there.
Thank you.
I think we both got him.
Joe, coming down the middle.
I did not miss you on every single shot. Come on, man.
Now Larry's only learned half of the lesson. He knows that if there's any more complaints, he'll be removed from the field. But he'll only call them after he's confronted about it. But this is an honor-based game. Let's see if he calls them when he thinks that nobody's watching. Larry has not learned his lesson. Rather than reporting Larry now, I figured I'd wait until I can show the refs proof once we get back to the parking lot. But for now, we're switching sides. Now the forest still isn't ideal for snipers, so the plan is we're going to pull Overwatch in the tree line like we did last game, and pick off any enemies who aren't suspecting it. At least, that's the plan.
Airsoft is mindful of the top of the road is their spawn. Don't be those guys that spawn trap. Remember, you know where your spawn is at. You must know where your spawn is at.
One of the problems the field has been experiencing is spawn trapping. In the morning briefing, the refs explained that spawn trapping is against the rules, which the refs have just announced over the megaphone. Someone is ignoring the message and has pushed up into our spawn. Once again, he's not calling his hits, and I'm not one to confront people directly. I decided I'm going to take a different route back to respawn, in the hopes that he'll anticipate that I'll be coming back this way.
I see what you mean by that same hike now.
And I was right about here that I'd finally had it with Larry.
What's that run on, Ginga?
Ref!
Huh?
Can we get some help over here?
Oh, seriously? What's going on?
Same guy.
Same guy?
Sitting right here, shooting us coming out of spawn.
Alright.
As soon as we call the ref, that's when he ducks and runs. Did you get him?
Nope, he's not hit.
I'm sure he's not.
Highly doubt it, but...
Now I'm not proud that I lost my cool back there. I'm going to go walk it off while the ref starts looking for Larry again. In the meantime, I'm going to set up in a new spot in the tree line to try and pick people off from the forest. Before I can, there's someone trying to sneak back into spawn. could still hear footsteps coming from the area. I decided to go check it out.
Rip! He's good, he's out. I got him.
Yeah, you got it. Good job, man.
As it turns out, he most likely called the hit because the field ref was right behind him. And that was the last time that we saw Larry. With 4 confirmed sniper hits and 4 more highly probable pistol encounters, Larry only called all of 2 hits. Not calling hits, overshooting dead players, and shooting dead players in spawn, Larry has been kicked from the field, thanks to the field refs. I hate making cheater videos, but wanted to highlight how thankful we were that Larry was removed, and as a thank you to the field staff at Alpine, here's a quick highlights reel of the final game that Larry was not present for. Refs versus everyone else.